In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace a vibration dampener on a Subaru Forester with a 2.5 liter engine. It is located in the engine area. After you raised and supported your hood safely, you need to remove these two covers. They're held on by 3 10mm bolts and 1 12mm bolt. This 12mm bolt you don't have to remove all the way. Just loosen it up a little, swing up on this bracket, and pull it out. Now it's time to remove your alternator belt. Your alternator belt is held on by 1 12mm here and 1 12 here. You just want to loosen that up. And this 12 here, you're going to relieve the tension for your belt. Slide your belt off towards you. Put that off to the side. Now it's time to remove your AC belt. Your AC belt is held on by 1 12mm nut here and a 12mm bolt here for your adjustment. You want to loosen this nut. You don't have to remove it, you just need to loosen it. Then loosen your bolt. That's going to bring that idler pulley up so you can slide your belt off. And there's your belt. To remove our radiator fans, we first need to remove our coolant reservoir bottle, which is held on by 2 10mm bolts. Once those two bolts are removed, you want to take your bottle, pull straight up and out. Put it off to the side. We need to remove our coolant overflow bottle hose, which just unclips from the radiator fan housing like that. Same thing with this one. Just pull straight out. Remove it from the top here and just take your bottle and put it off to the side. Once that's off to the side, you have your 10mm bolts that holds your radiator fan to your radiator. You need to remove those. At this point, you need to go underneath the vehicle. There's a hose and 2 plugs for your fans. Now that we're underneath the vehicle, this is your lower radiator hose. Right above that is your 2 transmission hoses. You need to remove those from your fan shroud by just pulling towards you. Make sure they're released. You have another one right here. Do the same thing. Right next to that is one of the fan plugs. You want to push your clip and pull down. Now to the right side of your fan assembly, you have one more plug. You want to push this tab here and pull to the right. Push, pull to the right. Now we're back up top here. We want to remove our fans by pulling up and to your right. And put it off to the side. Now that we removed our fans, we need to remove our crank pulley bolt. That is a 22mm bolt. Once you remove your crank pulley bolt, you want to take your crank pulley and slide it straight towards you. And out. Just a quick note, this is the back side of your crank pulley. This has a keyway here. There's a keyway. The key is on the crank itself. You need to line those two up before you install. Slide your crank pulley onto your crank. Make sure your keyway is lined up and install your bolt. Then tighten your bolt. Now you want to torque that bolt down to 132 foot-pounds. Now what's happening here is the crank pulley is spinning. You want to hold the crank pulley in place. So you can use a tool like this. Slide inside the 2 holes and torque your bolt. On the bottom side of your fan, you're going to have these 3 posts, here, here, and there. Those get installed in here, here, and here. Take your fan, slide it straight down. Make sure you align those 3 pins on the bottom. Once you push your radiator down into your pins, push it towards your radiator and start your bolts. Tighten all 3 10mm bolts. And then install your coolant reservoir. On the bottom of your reservoir, you have an alignment tab here that goes down in here. Make sure that tab is into its hole. Then you install your 2 10mm bolts. Install your 2 10mm bolts and tighten them. Now you can reinstall your reservoir hose. Now we're back underneath the vehicle. On the right-hand side, you have your fan plug. Plug that back in. Wait for the click. Over to your left is your other fan. Plug that in. Listen for the click. Then you have your transmission line. Clip that into your fan housing. Now all the way to the left, you have your holder here for your other 2 transmission lines. You want to push those in. If you look on your screen, there's a belt routing diagram for your AC belt. Slide it down onto the crank pulley first, around your idler, and up to your AC compressor. Make sure it's all in the grooves of all 3 pulleys. And now it's time to tighten that tensioner bolt. You want to tighten that tensioner bolt so you have just a little bit of slack on your belt, just like that. Once you have that amount of slack, you want to tighten your idler pulley nut. On your screen, there'll be a diagram for your power steering and alternator belt routing. Slide your belt down onto your crank pulley, around your alternator pulley, and then around your power steering pulley. Tighten your tension bolt. Once you have the correct tightness of this belt, you want to tighten your 12mm lock bolt. Now we install our covers. Slide that in between that bolt for your alternator, like that. Swing that down. Install your 10mm bolt and tighten both. Now your AC cover, slide it over the bolt here, and install your 10mm bolt here.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.